Hello friends, and welcome to Rocky Mountain Gardens, my channel, and my name is Mary, in case this is your first time stopping by. I'm up here in this gigantic chair in my craft room, actually, because this week we are going to be doing some projects on thrift items and just things lying around my house that need to be updated. So I have several projects to share with you today, and I hope you enjoy them. Let's go ahead and start on project number 1. Let's take a look at my first project for today. We have this cute little gnome, and he has faded quite a lot. And you know my trick, just repaint these garden decorations and they will look brand new. So I'm gonna go ahead and start on him right now. So the yellow is done, and let's move on to using the color green. We'll do his little britches down there. Well, friends, I brought you out to my garden to show you where I placed my newly painted garden gnome. And he's standing here amidst this bunch of asters, purple asters, that are, of course, don't bloom until the end of the summer. But I'm trying to keep them well watered so that they will be able to be beautiful, probably in September. So there he is. Isn't he darling? My next step is to use this European gold rub and buff, and I'm going to try to tone down these gold strips that are on this wooden box that I painted black. So Let's do that and see how it turns out. Here's my little wooden box that I recently, as you know, painted it, and I also waxed it with Varathane's clear coat wax. And I'll show you, I'm keeping inside some of my tools, I guess you'd call them, that I use for scrapbooking, like this little book of stickers. And I'm going to store them in that. And I'm also, of course, keeping this in my craft room. It's actually going to have a spot right over here amidst all my other supplies. So there it is. I think it looks great. I hope you do too. So here I am, guys, with this box, wooden box that opens up, and I have some of my scrapbooking supplies inside. And I'm going to try darkening that blonde wood with my homemade mixture of brown wax and some black chalk paint plus a little water, and we'll see how it turns out. This is an experiment for sure. Now here's my other wooden box that I got thrifting, and I have waxed it with my brown wax mixture, and inside you can see all of these different ephemera that I use with scrapbooking and making cards. So it turned out, I think, nicely. It's not all that light blonde color that I wasn't too fond of. So here it is, ready to use on my desk in my craft room. Okay. So this project is to paint this little drawer system that I have. It was originally a green color that I didn't like, and I went with white. But today I'm going with a two-tone effect. So I've removed all the drawers so that I can paint this base of the cabinet, little cabinet, and I'll show you how I'm doing that and the color I'm using. So this is the color I'm using. It's a Waverly chalk paint called Fern. And we'll just get started. Next, I'll be painting these drawers, and the color I'm using is called French Linen, and it is another chalk paint. This one is by Folk Art. And I think it'll be a nice contrast to this green that I've used in the base of this cabinet. So friends, here is the base of my little cabinet, and I have applied one coat of Varathane clear wax on it. And the next thing I'm going to be doing, we'll see how it turns out. You can tell me if you like it. I'm going to use my homemade mix here to try to grunge it and vintage it up a little bit, and we'll see how it looks. So there is my little cabinet, and it looks kind of scary, don't you agree? But I'm going to start wiping it back now, and we'll see how it turns out. I have a soft baby blanket for a cloth that I'm going to use to remove most of this. So what do you think of that look? Much nicer. I like it a lot. It's turning out well. We want to leave some of the brown wax on there, but remove most of it, and it'll give it an aged appearance. Now, as you saw, I also applied a coat of the brown wax to these little drawers, and I'm going to wipe it back off them at this moment. So, what do you think? Definitely an aged look, which will coordinate with the base of the cabinet. Looks awesome, I think. Here's how I'm using this little chest of drawers in my kitchen, right here on my counter. And I have my collection of cow creamers up on top. I love those cow creamers, guys. But oh my gosh, doesn't this little chest of drawers look awesome with its new two-tone appearance? I hope you like it, and you can let me know what you think about it down in the comments. So friends, I have this lampshade that I have currently hanging on a vintage lamp that I found thrifting. And I bought this fabric. It's a type of toile fabric. It's still very wrinkled, but I have measured the circumference of the lampshade and the height and marked where I need to cut the fabric. So I'm going to get that done first. Next, I'm going to take this smaller piece of fabric for my lampshade up to my room where I have my ironing board ready to iron it and make sure all the wrinkles are gone. So friends, I watched several videos on how to cover a lampshade with fabric, and so I'm going to try the way that I thought might be easiest for me. And I'm going to be using this permanent this permanent fabric glue by Aleene's. And hopefully, well, I'm sure it will stick well, but hopefully I will apply everything correctly so it turns out very pretty. So I'm going to start by folding back this fabric here and applying some of the glue on the very tippy top. And then I'm going to lay the fabric on there, push it down so that it's starting to adhere, and then I will do the same on the bottom part of the lampshade. I want to pull it fairly tight since I'm not applying any glue in the center part of the fabric. So guys, about halfway through this project, I decided to stop using this glue because it really wasn't holding. It was very, I'd press it down and then it would just let go. So I'm moving on to using my hot glue gun, which is working much better. So I recommend that for you all if you feel like wanting to do that. And I have now a piece of the fabric that I've been using, and I've made it into a cover because I did a messy job on this part of the lampshade and I want to cover it up. So I just cut out this long strip. The lamp is about 48 inches in circumference, and I'm going to apply it onto the lampshade. I think I'm going to do it upside down. And I'm going to start right here where the seam is and attach it. And this will be a much better, more finished look. And next, I'm going to start attaching it right here by my seam. I'm going to have it hang down a little bit off this lampshade so that it covers up any of my messy work, of which I have quite a bit, I'm afraid to say. But in the end, the final product will be pretty. And there it is. I like the way it looks. Let me give you a look at it when I put it on the lamp that I made this for. Well, friends, here's my finished lampshade on this awesome vintage lamp stand. Let me show you how pretty it is here. Look at the detail on that. Isn't that beautiful? So I'm going to be enjoying this in my living room area nowadays. It's going to be really an added piece that I like a lot. And friends, while I'm here, I wanted to tell you that I'm going to take a break in the month of August. I have 2 sets of family coming to visit me and stay at my house, so I'm not going to have much time for videotaping anything, and therefore I would like to say goodbye for now until September, when I will be again videotaping, and you'll see my fall tour of my home with my fall decor. So friends, it was good spending this time with you today, and this is Mary saying bye for now.